I remember one time a DON called my phone, and she was just like, "Can you come in?" First of all, who are you? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm such and such. Okay, now we can talk. Who don't call my phone? Hi. I know I don't be up here, but I just came up here, as you can see by the title. Like, it's hard. It's a hard career, no matter what level you're at. Taking care of people is hard, you know? And I don't think people understand that. Like, I don't even care about you giving me credit. I care about you being considerate to understanding that this career is hard. It's complicated. There's a lot going on. Your mind is bouncing 24 emotions and 37 tasks at one time. You're trying to remember something. You may forget something in a room that's all the way down the hallway. I know sometimes when I'm doing a wound and then I hear a patient over there screaming and crying, or I might hear a boom while I'm doing what I'm doing or something like that. So my mind is like, what the fuck just happened? Right? What the fuck just happened? Then now you got a patient that done sliced open his head. Like, a lot of shit can happen in nursing, and I don't think people understand that. Okay, at my level as an LPN, right? And then there's other nurses out there who are making medical errors where they're giving the wrong medicine. I was just listening to a lady. She gave the wrong medicine during surgery. Like, it turned the person's lights off. It's a very critical job. It's a very draining job. And I got to a point where I'm like, just giving patients needles for their insulin. Like, patients is looking at me with these big old puppy eyes. Like, why did you do that? And my mindset is like, I am so sorry for doing that to you. You know, I am very sorry for doing that, because I wouldn't want to be woken up 2-3 o'clock talking about I gotta take your insulin, or you gotta take this medication, I gotta take your blood. That's why I say keep yourself at factory settings. Like, keep yourself at factory settings. Okay, don't let anything linger too long to the point that your body breaks down, that it can't repair itself, because the body can repair itself. It can. When you get a cut, I have one right there. When you get a cut, it repairs itself. The skin rejuvenates. You understand what I'm saying? When you start treating your body right, your skin clears up and all of this stuff. Your liver clears up. Your liver is the largest organ in the body. So once you start taking care of that, everything else follows suit. Do not lose your body to illnesses and diseases. If you're out there eating the most craziest diet, clean that up. I'm currently 4 days fasting. This is not my first time fasting. I fasted for 21 days before. I did my prayers during that time, you know, whatever for you. You understand? But learn how to love your body. Sometimes your body needs to detox, so that you don't have to end up in these nursing homes, or you don't have to end up in the hospital and stuff like that. You know, everybody says, oh, it's genetic. No, you just amplified it because you're not taking care of yourself. If it's genetic, then you need to do certain things so that it doesn't amplify in your body, so that it doesn't show up in your body as badly as your preceptor did. That's what it's about. Just because it's genetics, it doesn't mean it has to take you out too. Learn to take care of your body. That's what it's all about. That's what health is all about. Because life is sweet. I done told y'all I'm homeless. I'm on my last dollar and all this other blue, blah, 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 whatever I could be sitting here crying about. But I can walk, talk, and I can breathe. Your health is no joke. Seeing sick people is not nice at all. I don't know if you watched my other video where I was talking about the patient that was throwing up projectile and I had to send him out to the hospital. But that shit ain't cool. Nothing was supposed to be coming out of his throat. Everything goes into his lower stomach area, his lower intestines. Nothing is supposed to, so if something's coming out of his throat, that means there is a massive backup that tried to find its way out, which was through his throat, through his mouth, I should say. Being sick ain't cool. When you're in constant pain, that shit is not cool at all. And then you have these nurses that come in with their problems on their back, and they try to take care of you, and they rough with you. You just gonna feel all types of ways. That's why I would rather not get sick, not have nobody take care of me, because the way people take care of other people is not the way that they would take care of themselves. They will give themselves the TLC all day, but when it comes to you, they'll treat you like garbage. And best believe, if you don't have family, they'll treat you even worse. Nursing is not for the weak. And I say that because you need to have tough skin in order to become a nurse. You have to have tough skin because you have patients that are out of their mind. I remember one time there was this nurse, she was telling me about another patient, and he was rude to her and stuff like that. Listen, if a patient is rude to you, keep it moving. Keep it moving. Because you're there to serve. You're there to serve. You're not going to stop serving this patient because that's abandonment of your duties. Keep it moving. They'll snap out of it. They'll change because they're going to need your help. But if you cut them off, now you are just as bad as them, but because you're getting paid to take care of people. And you have to understand when people are sick and not in their right mind, they're going to say all types of things because guess what? They're sick and scared. And that's something that you have to take into consideration. How vulnerable they are. Their dignity is lost. All of that shit is gone. So you're going to stand there and argue with a sick patient? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. You say it very nicely. I think you're rude, or whatever the case may be. You know, a lot of nurses want a knock if you buck type mentality, and that doesn't fit into the whole nursing career field. Then you have to check yourself at the door. And I'm not saying that to be some type of pick-me, but this is why y'all be getting burnout. Because y'all don't know how to control your emotions when people say rude stuff to you. You're there of service. And people are going to say crazy things. People are going to go out their mind. They probably just got a cancer diagnosis, ovarian cancer diagnosis. They'll never walk again diagnosis. And they took it out on you. That's why I say you have to have tough skin when it comes to being a nurse. Nursing is not for the weak. It's not. It's a very draining career. And kudos to anybody who comes out of it. Kudos to anybody who goes back into it. And kudos to anybody who's planning to go into it right now for the first time. Congratulations. But you must have tough skin. Not only for the patients, for the staff as well. You know, when you are an outspoken individual, or when you're one of those people who, when you walk into the room, the energy changes. When you're that type of person, people are going to try to come after you. People are going to try to nitpick on you, exclude you, treat you like you nobody, overlook you. That type of energy you have to be able to manage. And I'm saying this from experience. I'm not hiding from nursing. I took a break, or it's just the end. Whatever God has planned for me, God has planned for me. But I really want you to understand that nursing is not for the weak. It's not even on my LPN level. I couldn't, like, I've always shied away from hospitals, and I don't desire elevating. I don't even know what I would do if I did elevate in nursing to become an RN. I can't see myself doing it, sitting behind them desks. I have to interact with people. That's just my mentality when it comes to nursing, And then when you go to certain facilities, you really don't get to be intimate with your patients like that, because everything is like, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, this, da, da, da. I was a home health aide before I became a nurse. And that was a very intimate job. I enjoyed it. I really did. I really did enjoy that. I don't know, if I go back into nursing, that might be my track right there. Slower paced and stuff like that. That might just be the track that I need to go down, because working with people in the facilities and seeing how people are being treated, and it's more on the terminal end for the licensed practical nurse working in nursing homes and stuff. And I know there's other tracks for LPNs, but I've always wanted to become a geriatric nurse, and that has been fulfilled. So being in that arena, it has opened my eyes to other things that I want to experience, right? But I feel like home health aid is a more intimate sector. It's more intimate. It's more relaxed. It's more quiet. People are not terminally ill. Some people can bounce back. Some people just need continuous care, or whatever the case may be. And you can show that you actually care with people. But and you don't have to deal with facilities and stuff like that. And if you're very passionate about your patients, you can have that intimacy and deal with them and stuff like that. So if you're going into nursing, if you're going back into nursing, please develop your skin. I feel like for me to become a nurse at 33, though I wanted to be a nurse way earlier than that, I needed to develop my mentality, because like even just the first day, talking to people, getting overlooked, people being rude and stuff like that, because people don't like their jobs. And that's something you also have to overlook. Some people just don't like their jobs. And that's weird to me, because I don't want to be somewhere that I'm not happy. If I'm not happy, I don't want to be there. It doesn't make sense to me, right? It doesn't make sense to me at all. But some people do it, and they take it out on people. And that's a problem. Don't let me be in a high position. I'm coming for people. I'm coming for people, because you wouldn't treat your parent like that. You wouldn't treat your grandparent like that. Always put yourself in other people's shoes. But nursing is not for the weak, because you're going to have to talk to CNAs like, yo, and you talk to CNAs, say you're 24, and you got to talk to a CNA that's 57. Like, yo, you can't be roughing up the patient like that. You feel me? I don't want to be writing no incident report about anything, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be doing all of that shit. I'm hearing patients scream while they're with the patient. I'm hearing patients scream while they're with the CNAs and stuff. Calm down. If you're not happy, take a break. Take a break. Go figure out what else you want to do. Nursing is not for the weak. You heard it from me, a 4-year LPN. I also been doing home health aid. I've been working with people, taking care of people for many years, and I decided to take a break. I'm realizing certain things that don't align with me. So therefore, I'm coming up here to let you know certain things that I realized about the career. And I realized that you cannot be a nurse if your skin is not tough. And I don't mean tough in a way that you flamboyant and you loud and you yelling and you screaming at people. I'm talking about level-headed tough. People know how to talk to you. Nobody can come up to you and talk to you crazy and stuff like that. Think you're gonna bow down. stuff like that. I remember one time a DON called my phone, and she was just like, "Can you come in?" First of all, who are you? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm such and such. Okay, now we can talk. Who don't call my phone acting like that? I don't care who you are. And this is what I'm talking about. When you're nice and you're cordial and stuff like that, people think you weak. But you have to be level-headed so that you can deal with the situation at that moment. Not develop a grudge towards them because they did what they did. You shut shit down that moment. That's why you have to be level-headed in order to be a nurse. Bye.